Learn more about health. Boost your awareness. Raise your consciousness. Advance your knowledge. Adopt new strategies. Makati Life Medical Center brings you life hacks para sa regular dose ng inyong kaalamang pangkalusugan. Life hacks.
Parang kotse po ang ating katawan, no? Di ba ang kotse, nagpe-preventive maintenance po tayo. Ang katawan po natin, dapat po nagpe-preventive check din po tayo.
And what's good is when you consult, nilista nila when is your next checkup, they don't give you any paper. I just have to present myself in the hospital.
Hello everyone! Magandang araw sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon. At welcome sa Life Hacks. Mag-usap tayo tungkol sa health awareness, consciousness, knowledge at strategies. Samahan niyo kami ngayong araw na ito dahil ang topic natin ay mahalaga. Preventive healthcare. Matuto kung paano natin ma-detect ang mga health issues bago pa ito tuluyang lumala. If you love life, your health, and your family, ito ang hacks para sa iyo. Hello po, ako po si Dr. Cheridin Oro-Josef, Head of the Family Medicine and Geriatrics at Makati Life Medical Center. And today's episode is entitled Wellness First, Your Key to Supercharge Health. Today, mag-usap tayo about the importance of early detection and prevention of common diseases in the Philippines. And with me ay dalawa sa ating mga yellow card holders to share about their experiences. Good morning, Jay and Eileen. Kumusta naman po ang araw natin ngayon?
Mabuti naman, Dr. Jose. Mabuti naman po.
So bago po natin simulan ang ating kwentuhan, pwede po bang magpakilala tayo sa mga tagapakinig?
Ako po si Jay Surya ng Makati, a yellow card holder. So enjoying all the benefits of Makati Life.
Good morning. Ako po si Eileen Del Rosario, now here to discuss our experiences about Makati Life.
So, kumusta naman po, ma'am, yung experience natin nung tayo ay napunta ng Makati Life Medical Center?
Well, very well, kasi very good, no? I had a very good experience. I'm scheduled for the annual checkup, but since I have to wait for the schedule, I had to take the blood chem, the X-ray, and the ECG. So based on the results, Dr. I have to take cholesterol meds for 3 months.
And how young are we, ma'am?
I'm 64.
64,
So they have to actually take another blood chem. So they'll tell me if I have to continue with that medicine.
For follow-up.
Yes.
And si Eileen naman po?
Doctora, like I said, I heard about the annual checkup, which I felt na medyo very interesting, and it's a good topic here for us to discuss it with us. I want to find out kung gaano ka-importante ang comprehensive annual checkup, how often should we take it, and you know, if it's good enough na para malaman namin kung may mga problema kami talaga. Kasi sometimes hindi naman nagmamanifest yung sickness, di ba?
Yes.
Even with all the checkups.
Yes, I agree with you, no, Eileen. Actually, parang kotse po ang ating katawan, no? Di ba ang kotse, nagpe-preventive maintenance po tayo. Ang katawan po natin, dapat po nag-preventive check din po tayo. At isa sa mga preventive wellness na magagawa natin ay yung annual health exam or annual check-up po. So sa annual check-up po, meron po tayong mga laboratory screening procedures na nire-request po para malaman natin kumusta ang ating katawan mula ulo hanggang paa, no? So chine-check po dyan, katulad sinabi niyo po, yung blood chemistry, mga asukal, cholesterol, function ng kidneys, function ng ating mga atay at kung ano-ano pa, X-ray, ECG, at kung ano man po yung appropriate para sa inyong mga edad. So itong mga test na to ay para po malaman natin kung may kailangan ba tayong bantayan sa inyong katawan.
So while we're actually going through the annual checkup, what meds can we take? I think that's not sufficient. So I'd like to know what else I can actually take, vitamin supplements, to augment whatever is lacking in that.
So bago po tayo actually uminom ng mga multivitamins po, no? Kailangan po talaga natin nung preventive health exam, nung annual check-up po natin, ma'am. So doon po makikita ng doktor kung kailangan ba natin ng mga supplementation. So itong mga test po na to ay dapat po ini-interpret ng mga doctors, and good news po sa lahat po ng yellow card holders, ito po ay ma-avail natin sa Makati Life Medical Center ng libre. No? And I'm sure na-experience po natin yung libreng konsulta at libreng laboratory exam sa ating Makati Life.
And what's good is when you consult, dilista nila when is your next checkup, they don't give you any paper. Parang it's in the computer, they just have to retrieve it. I just have to present myself in the hospital.
Totoo po yan kasi sa Makati Life po, electronic po tayo, no? So, we want to be paperless. So, ibig sabihin po, mas less ang papel, mas electronic, mas natatago po ang ating mga records, mas madaling i-retrieve po.
And Doktora, speaking of yung mga supplements, I wondered what's your opinion about supplements like the ones that you can buy at healthy options without really getting the opinion of the doctor? Because, with Facebook, social media, and all these ads, it seems like it's so enticing to just take it because, diba? I mean, you don't have all the time to always go to the doctor, of course, although Makati Life is always there. Kaya lang, syempre, it's just there. You wanna like grab it because you want to take advantage of it and make sure na you get replenished as you age.
Okay. So, ang mga elderly po ay hinati natin into 4 decades. No? Meron tayong young old, middle old, old, and elite old. So, if we are 65 to 75, young old po yan. Meron tayong middle old, 75 to 85, at meron tayong old, 85 to 95, and elite old po, ma'am, yung mga 95 and above. So, sa bawat dekada po ng ating pagtanda or sa paglipas ng panahon, may iba't ibang mga test po na appropriate para sa atin at iba't ibang needs. So, yung tanong po ni ma'am na about supplements and multivitamins, for example, tayo po, meron po tayong nakukuhang energy sa mga kinakain natin araw-araw. Pero madalas po, sapat lang po yun, yung tank natin. Sapat lang yun po para to supply our day-to-day activities. Kikilos tayo, mag-exercise tayo, gagawin tayo yung household chores. Pag naubos po yun, ma'am, at wala tayong reserba, wala tayong mga micronutrients, so wala po tayong magagamit, no, na pang-repair. Remember, everyday po, may mga cells po tayo nagagamit. At minsan po, ito ay nagkakaroon ng tears, wears, etc. Dahil po ginamit natin ang ating katawan. So, minsan kailangan natin ng extra supplements po para po ma-fill in, no, at makapag-repair. So, yes po, pwede po tayo uminom ng mga supplements, pero syempre po kung tayo ay may mga chronic diseases, for example, diabetes, chronic kidney disease, no, or mga hypertension, mahalagang konsulta sa mga doktor kung ito bang mga supplements ay pwede sa atin. Pero kung tayo naman ay nakapagpa-health exam at normal naman po yung ating mga laboratory, maaari po tayo mag-take ng supplements. Ako po sa mga pasyente ko, hanggang 2 to 3 po pwede tayo mag-take ng supplements. Basta nandun na po, kumbaga pa, siksik, hitik
Kompleto
ng multivitamins dun sa gamot natin.
So, totoo ba, Doc, na dapat yung mga supplements at saka multivitamins na yan, you have to take it at a certain time? Parang merong pang gabi, merong pang umaga. Is that true?
May mga gabot po na mahalaga yung timing ng pag-inom. No? For example, yung ating vitamin C, no, kailangan may laman sa tiyan, especially kung ito ay very acidic, no, mahapdi sa tiyan. And for example, ang iron po, mas best po siyang i-take with vitamin C kasi mas na-absorb ang iron pag may kasamang vitamin C. The other vitamins, for example, yung vitamin B complex po, so depende din po kung kailangan ba talaga natin. Kung need po talaga natin siya, anytime naman pwede. Personally, sa mga pasyente ko po, pinapainom ko po yan in between meals, no? So, yung mga parang snack time nila, yung mga vitamins natin.
Regarding bone density, at our age, we have to take it.
Yes.
It used to be every 5 years. And then the last one that I had, sabi nila sa edad namin, dapat every 2 years. Ito po ba yun, Doktora?
Okay, so baka po na-diagnose tayo ng osteoporosis. Okay, so yung bone densitometry po, kung tayo po ay on treatment, so ang ating screening po, usually nga po every 5 years, kung meron po tayong on treatment. Pero kung siguro screening lang po, check lang natin kung from time to time ay narumurupok na ba ang ating mga buto, siguro nga po pwede tayo mag every 2 years or every 3 years just to check po. No? Pero kung tayo naman po ay on maintenance medication at may doktor po na nagmamanage sa atin, pwede na po yung every 5 years kasi minomonitor naman po ng doktor yan.
For our age, anong doctor ang dapat namin i-consult? Geriatric na ba? Or an internist can actually address our concerns?
Actually, sa Makati Life po, meron po tayong frontline doctor. So, meron tayong family physicians na naandun. They will check on your laboratory test. So, kung kailangan natin talaga po ng, for example, mataas ang cholesterol, mataas ang blood pressure, may findings tayo sa ECGs, i-refer po kayo sa mga cardiologist, no? Kung medyo may problema na po tayo sa kidneys, i-refer po tayo sa ating mga nephrologist, no? So, ibig sabihin po, kung sa Makati Life po kayo, meron tayong frontliners na titingin po sa initially, no? So, you can consult first dun sa ating Makati Life, magpa-schedule po tayo, and then, papischedule po kayo ng ating family physicians, appropriate specialist po, para po maalagaan ang inyong katawan.
That's nice to know.
So, Doktora, aside from the annual checkup and all the supplements, sa palagay niyo ba, gaano po rin kalaki ang bearing ng normal exercise? I mean, hindi na po yung exercise na nagzuzumba ha, kasi minsan, di ba, katulad namin, medyo masasabi niyo bang ang paglalakad ay good enough? And masasabi niyo bang yung sinasabi nilang 10,000 steps is mandatory para pag nag-60 and above ka na? And as part of the exercise, like sa edad namin, is there a certain weight, body mass index na dapat ba naming i-maintain to make sure na we will still be healthy?
Actually, ito po ha, exercise or physical activity, no, is the only management that has been extensively studied to delay aging. Ibig sabihin po, wala pong magic pill para tayo ay bumata, no? Pero if we exercise, ang recommendation po is at least 20 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, or 3 to 4 times a week po. Basta maka 120 minutes tayo, no, ng exercise, sapat po yon para sa ating katawan. So, tinanong niyo po, ma'am, kung ang paglalakad po ba ay sapat? Pwede po. Basta naglalakad po tayo, sasamahan lang natin ng resistance exercises. So, ano ba yung resistance exercises? Yung parang mga weights. At pwede niyo pong gamitin yung mga basyo ng tubig sa ating water bottles, no, sa ating bahay para mag-resistance exercise. Kasi po, pag tayo ay nasa 75 and above, nangihina po yung ating lower extremities. Yan po ang unang manghihina. Pumapangalawa po yung ating upper extremities. So pag tayo ay 75 and above, magugulat na lang kayo, mahihirapan kayo maglakad. So habang kayo ay nasa 60 pa lang po, dapat nag-exercise tayo. Palakasin natin ang lower extremities natin at ating upper extremities, no? Very important ng physical activities. And do you know po that sitting down for more than 3 hours is tantamount to smoking in terms of cardiovascular risk? Yes. So, kayo po kasi nasa gadget tayo kadalasan na po. Nalilimutan natin na 3 hours na pala tayo nakaupo sa ating mga cellphone. At yan po ay hindi maganda para sa ating cardiovascular health. Maaari po tayong magkaroon ng sakit sa puso, no? So, dapat po, bago pa mag 3 hours, galaw-galaw upang wag pumanaw. So, exercise is very important. Physical activity is very important para tayo ay magiging totally healthy aside from diet and nutrition po and proper check-up or consultation.
Pero you mentioned that it should be at least 30 minutes for parang in a week, no? So parang, do you have to sweat? Kasi they're saying that you have to sweat. Hindi pwedeng walking lang and making cheese.
Kung mga young old po, mas gusto ko medyo pinagpapawisan tayo, no? Kasi we're young old, we're still 60, 65, no? So, pagpawisan po tayo, para nababurn po natin calories natin. But when we're into the middle old and old, so medyo ang gawa na lang po ng exercise is for muscle strengthening and endurance. So meaning we exercise because we want to still be strong despite our age na 85 and above. So sa young old po, katulad po natin, we still need to burn it, we still need to exercise and sweat it out. Pero sa mga middle old, old, and elite olds po natin, it's really for cardiac, for the heart to pump better, and for our muscles to become stronger po.
But we're concerned about the knees, eh.
Yes.
Diba? Parang when we walk, minsan may pain. So what's actually a good exercise na parang it's not bad for our knees?
Okay. Now, osteoarthritis po, there is no cure. We can walk pa rin naman po. Wag lang tumakbo, bawal lang po yung jumping, no? We can walk pa rin, dahan-dahan po.
So yung Zumba, hindi na...
May mga Zumba po for seniors na medyo light lang po.
Yeah.
So we can do that.
Doctora, what do you think about what's on social media about this chair exercise? Is it still something that we could, appreciate as part of the
Yes po.
exercise that you're talking about?
Especially for those may problema na po sa pagtayo sa kanilang mga tuhod, hirap talaga, pwede po tayo mag-chair exercises for muscle strengthening din po. So, wag po nating gawing excuse na porket may mga sakit tayo sa tuhod ay di na tayo gagalaw. The more na hindi po tayo gagalaw, mas mahihirapan po tayo. It would be best to exercise and do physical activity. So, if you have a problem in terms of standing or walking, no, you can exercise sa upuan. Even in bed, no, pwede tayo mag-exercise. So, it should not stop us from doing physical activity.
What about stationary bike? Okay pa ba?
Yes po, we can do stationary bike.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga po, sabi ko, yung mga ehersisyo po ay dapat ikinukonsulta natin sa ating doktor.
Oh,
Kasi kung ito ba
okay.
ay sapat para sa atin at kung ito ba ay makakatulong sa atin, especially minsan spine problem po sa
Yes.
mga nakatatanda.
And last, Doctora, I just wanted to check, how is the treatment of water as a replacement for your hanger pants?
Alright. So, di ba, ang sabi nga nila, you have to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. But this, I tell my older patients, no, you have to be well hydrated the whole day. And hydration has to be well distributed within the day. So, 6 to 8 glasses, kaya lang po dapat well distributed. May mga iba kasi nakalimutan nilang uminom ng umaga, biglang iinom sila ng isang katutak sa gabi, no? Hindi na nakatulog kasi ihi ng ihi. So, dapat po tayo ay well-distributed hydration po. Enough po na ma-quench yung thirst natin, pero dapat every 2 to 3 hours tayo ay nag-hydrate po.
So is it, are you suggesting that at night, instead of drinking cold water, warm water na lang para
Yes po.
it's
Warm
better?
water, maybe 1 glass is enough. Because if you drink too much, gising po tayo ng gising. Dahil ihi po tayo ng ihi.
So normal naman that we go to the banyo.
Yes po. But not more than 3 times, no? More than 3 times po, kumonsulta na po tayo sa ating mga doktor.
So I guess, Doctora, what we're trying to say is because of all these annual checkups that we have to go through in life for our ages, as a doctor from Makati Life, maybe you can invite other people like us, maybe not only people in the senior age but younger. Kasi what is your suggested age that people should be conscious about having an annual checkup?
Okay, no? Alam niyo po ba, ang katawan natin ay nagmamature at the age of 20. And we only have 10 years to enjoy that healthy body because at the age of 30, everything declines. So that means the earlier we do annual checkup, the better na nakikita natin ng mga doktor, no? So remember, 30, nagsistart mag-decline lahat, dahan-dahan. So 40s. So meron po tayong tinatawag na periodic health examination, recommendation po ng ating government, no? So meron pong for pediatric population, may for adolescents, may for adults, and meron din po for older adults, no? So makikita niyo po yan sa ating mga webpage ng Department of Health natin, no? So lahat po pwedeng kumonsulta. Sa Makati Life, napakasimple po. Tumawag lang po kayo sa aming medical concierge at mag-book ng appointment sa ating mga doktor. At pag nagkonsulta na kayo sa doktor, bibigyan kayo ng mga appropriate request na para sa inyong edad. And then pag may resulta na po ito ay i-evaluate ng ating mga doktor. And sasabihin sa inyo, ano ba yung mga dapat yung gawin para mapanatili kayong healthy.
At saka, Doktora, nabasa ko rin na merong annual check-up for younger people. Kasi hindi lang siya 60 and above, meron din 52, ganyan.
Yes.
And then younger at 40 yata.
Yes, so lahat po yan meron tayo sa Makati Life, no? Napakasimple po, just book a consult para po tayo ay mabigyan ng tamang request. Salamat sa lahat ng nanonood at nag-tune in sa Life Hacks, Healthcare, Awareness, Consciousness, Knowledge, and Strategies. Today, pinag-usapan po natin ang tungkol sa preventive health maintenance at pinapaalalahanan po tayo na maaari po tayong mag-avail ng annual check-up or tinatawag din nating periodic health examination kung saan pwede po tayong kumonsulta sa Makati Life Medical Center at magpa-schedule upang tayo ay makapagpa-examine for our annual health examination appropriate for our age. We hope this episode has brought you vital hacks that can bring with you as you journey with us towards a healthier and happier Philippines. Laging tatandaan, nasa Makati Life, mahalaga sa amin ang life mo. You can rewatch this episode and other upcoming episodes of our webinar at Makati Life's official Facebook page. Take care, cause we care.
The general doctors, but the specialist.
Okay, nag-stay siya. Kayo po ma'am, gaano katagal na po ang diabetes nyo?